What's up, Texans Nation? Big news is breaking today that could completely reshape our offensive unit for the upcoming season, and you are not going to want to miss this update. We're diving into a major report linking a veteran wide receiver to Houston. Plus, we have some massive internal news regarding a surprising rookie turning heads at camp. Is our receiving corps actually missing a final piece, or is the answer already in our locker room? Stick around because we're breaking it all down right now. If you live and breathe Texans football, hit that subscribe button and join our daily squad. The Houston Texans are at a crossroads regarding their wide receiver room, and the latest buzz around the team focuses on a potential veteran addition. Sports Illustrated has explicitly linked the Texans to veteran wide receiver Keenan Allen as a free agent target. According to their report, adding a player like Allen would solidify the offensive transformation the organization has pursued this offseason. While the team has already made significant moves to bolster the offensive line and executed a trade for David Montgomery, the consensus remains that adding another established target in the passing game should be the next priority. At 33 years old and turning 34, Allen offers a sustained level of consistency that is rare at this stage of his career. And notably, he does not appear to be dealing with any lingering injury concerns. While some outlets have previously categorized the Texans' receiving unit as a top 10 group in the NFL, the perspective here is that reinforcements could still provide meaningful depth. Should the Texans move forward, they would be acquiring a player who recorded 81 receptions, 777 yards, and 4 touchdowns during the 2024 season with the Chicago Bears. However, the decision carries weight regarding roster allocation. Signing a veteran like Allen raises questions about how much playing time might be siphoned away from the younger, developing receivers currently on the roster. Balancing the need for immediate, proven production against the desire to cultivate talent in the current group is the central tension of this potential move. The Texans have yet to make a final determination, but as training camp approaches, the front office is evaluating whether this specific veteran profile fits the current trajectory of the team and its offense as they look toward the future. The conversation surrounding receiver depth brings us to a standout story of this offseason. 6th-round rookie Lewis Bond. ESPN's DJ Ben-Ami has highlighted Bond as the biggest surprise for the Houston Texans during the recent OTA and minicamp sessions. Having performed with the second-team offense, Bond has consistently turned heads to the point of generating significant fan excitement. His rapid development is a notable development for a late-round selection, especially given the historical tendency of the franchise to struggle with integrating 7th-round talent. What makes Bond a compelling case is that he appears to have a natural fit within the team's current offensive system. Having played under a coaching philosophy similar to the one implemented by the Texans' current staff, Bond has demonstrated a high football IQ, allowing him to excel at route running and finding soft spots in zone coverage. While his relative athletic score of 5.8 out of 10 suggests he is not an elite physical specimen, his 10-yard split metrics indicate the kind of quick-twitch ability necessary to operate as a reliable target for C.J. Stroud in specific high-leverage situations. He is not a classic wide receiver one, but his technical proficiency and sure hands suggest he could carve out a niche role as a third or fourth option. This matters significantly because it provides the coaching staff with a low-cost, high-IQ asset who understands the nuances of the scheme. If he continues this performance through training camp and the upcoming joint practices with the Raiders and Panthers, the Texans may have found a contributor who can thrive under the radar, essentially playing a role similar to what KJ Osborne provided in Minnesota, benefiting from the attention paid to Nico Collins. The third focus of our discussion is the return of Nathaniel "Tank" Dell. After missing the entire 2025 season, Dell has been carefully integrated back into activities, as the organization has adopted a cautious approach to his physical readiness. It is a testament to his drive that, according to his recent comments, he was actively lobbying to return to the field during the team's playoff run last year. While hindsight allows for debate, the team's decision to hold him out suggests a focus on long-term stability rather than immediate relief. This deliberate pacing indicates that Dell remains a foundational element of the Texans' future plans. His stats during his first 2 seasons, 7 touchdowns in just 11 games during his rookie year, demonstrate why his presence is vital. Beyond the raw numbers, Dell serves as a glue guy within the locker room. His energy and connection with C.J. Stroud are well documented and infectious. His return is not just about the plays he makes, but the cohesion he brings to the entire offensive unit. With a new jersey number and an apparent commitment to the process, his return is eagerly anticipated by the fan base. As he integrates back into the full-speed intensity of the offense, the expectation is that he will resume his role as a dynamic playmaker. The caution exhibited by the team's medical and front office personnel reflects a calculated investment in ensuring he is fully equipped for the full slate of the upcoming season. It's finally time for the fans to get back to cheering for his success on the field, and it's truly Toro time in Houston as we see him back in the rotation and ready to contribute to this offense. Why does this matter right now for the team? The team currently faces the strategic challenge of managing its receiver room depth while maintaining a high level of offensive efficiency. The potential signing of a veteran like Keenan Allen is a balancing act. It would bring immediate reliability, but it must be weighed against the potential development of younger players like Jaden Higgins and Lewis Bond. The front office is tasked with determining whether the offense requires that extra layer of veteran security or if the current roster has enough internal growth potential to sustain a deep run. This matter is compounded by the health status of core players. Having Tank Dell back is a massive factor, but his gradual return highlights the team's commitment to sustainable performance rather than short-term gains. Every snap taken in camp is an evaluation of how these pieces fit together for C.J. Stroud. If Lewis Bond continues to show the reliability he displayed in minicamp, the team gains more flexibility in how they deploy their primary targets, Nico Collins and Tank Dell. This internal competition for spots is vital because it ensures that the eventual 53-man roster consists of players who have proven they can execute the system under pressure. The team is not just building for a single game, they are refining a collective identity. Every decision, from the pursuit of free agents to the development of rookie draft picks, is a piece of a larger puzzle designed to maintain the team's competitive edge. The staff is watching these developments closely, knowing that the final composition of the receiving corps will dictate the ceiling for the offense as the regular season draws near and the stakes become even higher for this talented squad. Looking ahead, the focus for the Houston Texans remains firmly on the upcoming training camp and the critical joint practices. These sessions are where the theories from the offseason will be tested against live, high-level competition. For a player like Lewis Bond, these practices represent his biggest opportunity to prove that his minicamp performance was not an anomaly. For Tank Dell, it is about re-establishing his rhythm and proving that he can return to the form that made him an explosive threat early in his career. The coaching staff will be evaluating if these younger contributors can handle the physicality of an NFL season, while the front office maintains their stance on how to augment the veteran presence in the room. The narrative of this team is one of development and careful, strategic growth. Every piece of news, from the interest in Keenan Allen to the breakthrough of a sixth-round pick, is a reflection of an organization that is constantly evaluating its trajectory. As we move closer to the start of the season, these variables will begin to settle, and the hierarchy of the receiving group will become clear. Whether the team adds a veteran or relies on the current internal rotation, the expectation is that the chemistry with C.J. Stroud will be the deciding factor in how effective the passing attack can be. We will be following every development, practice update, and roster move as the season draws nearer. Thank you for tuning in to today's update on the latest Texans news. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to keep up with every move as we prepare for the year ahead and follow the team's journey through this exciting and transformative period.